Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com. Well, Jessie.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm great. Everything's good. Nothing's bad.
Yeah, it isn't it? You look amazing on every single room, location, everywhere we go. You somehow look like camera-ready Heather Locklear in 1982. Like, holy shit. Yes. And I look like a dirt bag who's, just a puffy Josh Brolin or something at this point. I'm living.
Well, I think it's because you actually work, but
look, I'm living off of Totino's pizza, whatever's kind of left over here and there. I just came back from Vietnam, not the country, but our actual household, and not a lot of words. There's still a lot of places closed down by us. So I want to give a shout out to these guys. Mike Boscovich, dude, has saved my life on this thing because, dude, it's gnarly. The hype is real, and I didn't understand because you listen to a million podcasts all the time, right? I'm typically recording a million, so I don't get as much time as I would love to listen. And I was unaware that Tim Dillon and all these guys had left as well because they didn't have electricity and everything else.
Yeah, I think Tim Dillon went to Vegas. And I think he was staying at the Wynn. Giorgio can fact check this, but he was smoking in a room in Vegas doing his show, and I loved every second of that. But look, when you are a 35-year-old single gay ex-drug addict that has a bunch of money for your you can do shit like that, right?
Yeah.
You could just roll to Vegas and smoke in a room and tell them to fuck off because you're just like, dude, my house is flooded.
It's a strange thing. Look, we all just moved here is the weird thing. So looking around the house yesterday and today, I remember just painting these walls or doing those floors. And now I'm literally instructing 9 people just to rip them up and throw them in the garbage can. There's a huge dumpster in front of our house. Right. And, our neighbors who are bros, the Cavenders were like, hey, man, at least there's work getting started now. And I was like, man, your positivity is unbelievable in this world. I look at it as if we just moved in 3 months ago, and now I'm ripping up everything that we paid for painted-wise, carpeting. Well, not the carpet, because the carpet's upstairs. The one thing that we hated.
I know.
Fucking Ray Bokeh. That guy lives on in our household, and it's like, dude, it's been wild to watch the process of it. Because it is no lie, exactly what we moved into, and now it is being emptied again. So I feel like I'm moving again because we had to move all of the furniture that was flooded and all that stuff out into the garage for the insurance adjuster and all that stuff to come look at. And it's empty. So I was Will Smith about 20 minutes ago before we came on air.
I Am Legend?
No.
Soy Legend? Oh, okay.
No. The Fresh Prince, where everybody's left the house and all the furniture's gone, and I'm just standing there like this, like,
okay.
Like, damn it, man.
Yeah.
So
I think it's important to say, that we do have it better than a lot of people in Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're okay. We're going to be all right. Is it annoying while you're trying to work and build an empire? Sure. But, we're okay. We're okay.
Yeah. Yes, we are okay. It is just a lot to digest where you're like, moving cross country anyways sucks, right?
Yeah.
And then to have this on top of it where you're just like, oh, I've got to remove and do all of those things again. And then, this is going to take several months. So I don't know what you're doing with that lighting, but obviously keep it there because you look great. And this could be for a few months at this point because everything downstairs must go and is gone. I'll take a picture of it and put it up. I mean, you can see, Mike was like, again, shout out to Mike Boscovich, who's terrorizing this entire place. Took some vacation days and came down to do the gig. But he goes, "Hey man, you ever think you'd have a skylight and your whole entire downstairs and just looking up?" I was like, no, I didn't. But since it's there, might as well build some type of planetarium.
Oh, like a fireman's pole, maybe from the top.
Yes, you can literally do that right now.
Let's do that.
So if that part is built out for like a toy room, you could put a fireman's pole down there.
Oh my gosh!
And then you can strip at night to pay some bills.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah, you cut out on the last part. Couldn't really hear you, but I bet it was something sweet. I bet it was something super sweet.
Oh, you couldn't hear that part, huh?
No, I heard it.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm in enough of these Zoom calls where people can't hear me anymore, so don't do it. Don't do it.
This is actually great. Like, I could probably never see you again.
Right?
Like in person.
Probably not.
Yeah, like this is perfect.
Yeah. Look, probably not. And, with the way they're canceling everything book-wise and life-wise, this is like you're probably living in our house where we're going to get canceled anyways in like 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So who cares? Just make that house look nice. We'll flip this one. And then it's hello from the other side. Like I'm all done with everything today. The audience was kind enough for my birthday to get me a Razr phone. I told you I would get this thing and we're going to do an unboxing of it. It is unboxed. Still boxed now. We're going to do an unboxing with Joel and shoot the whole video of this. The casing on this alone is incredible, by the way.
Yeah.
For real. This is top notch and it's heavy. So I don't know what's in here because the phone should not be heavy for a flip phone. This box is heavy and I'd say this box weighs 5 pounds.
Actually, I'd probably think a flip phone is heavier.
I don't know what to expect, Jessie.
Yeah.
But I expect excellence, and I got it out of Razr. I can tell you that. This is the nicest goddamn boxing I've ever seen for anything. So before I set fire to the rain and do this whole shit, we're going to do an unboxing video, and then I'll use it probably on next week's show, because this afternoon on Drinking Bros, we got a real stonks guy coming in, a professional, one of the heavy hitters today.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So from Wall Street, and he's calling in from his fancy hedge firm and all that shit, and it'll be really funny. And we'll go over the stonks sitch today. But since I have the gold Timex here, that was $36 with the Uniglow on it, with the one size fits all band now, and a flip phone. All I have to do now is just buy and trade stonks, and I'm good to go at this point.
Love it.
So he'll be on this afternoon. If we have a show. When I woke up this morning and saw that Dr. Seuss was canceled, I'm not saying that I'm giving up, but I'm saying that I'm also not caring anymore. And I'm all done with that across the board.
Caring about being canceled or caring about what you say or whatever?
Both. Because no matter what now, it's going to end for all of us. Right. We'll get into the sitch that you and I talked about last night with Brian Callen. So that was canceled too, the social?
No, it was just moved platforms. So on Patreon, I think they use Vimeo for video.
They do.
Is that right?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so if you do video on Patreon, I guess Vimeo can now deplatform you. If you do audio only, I think you're okay. But Patreon was sort of our last bastion of like being able to have people pay for what you're saying so that you can say whatever you want to the audience that chooses to hear it, right?
Sure.
If Vimeo is starting to deplatform because they're the video inside Patreon, then we've got a problem even there. So Conspiracy Social Club was deplatformed on Patreon. They had to move to another platform, and they're going to have to keep moving until, I don't know, they're just on the side of the road doing their show for passersby, right? Like, I don't know where you go from there.
Yeah. I'm not sure either. And I don't know where we go from here or where all of this goes from. Like, 6 Dr. Seuss books were canceled. People have been bitching about this for a while, right? Back and forth. I don't like this. I don't like that. Today was like Read Across America Day. And Biden did a thing, would not say Dr. Seuss's name. Then they pulled 6 of the books. One of them, Bob, can you pull up the 6 books for me? Because one of them's about eggs. And I don't know. Was it the yolk that was offensive because that's yellow? Or I know there was an orientation thing or Oriole.
It's let me see what they are here. One of them is I haven't heard of some of these. There's some of his lesser known stuff, I think. And to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street.
Oh yeah, that one's gone.
Yes.
His lesser known works. Look at you fucking elitist fuck.
I've never heard of that one.
Seuss's lesser known
Never
works.
heard of it.
You elitist son of a bitch.
I've never heard of it.
If I Ran the Zoo was another one. You have kids too.
Yeah.
If I Ran the Zoo is another one. The other books are McElligott's Pool.
Now that one I don't know actually, so I'll be honest. I don't know that one. I know the Mulberry Street. What was the one with the eggs? The super eggs one.
Scrambled Eggs. Super.
That's right. Yeah.
The Cat's Quizzer. And On Beyond Zebra, which I don't know. And these were pulled by
the Seuss family,
yes.
The Seuss estate, or the Suess estate, as we say it in the biz. Here's the deal with it, dude. The Suess estate pulled this shit because of all the outside pressure, and they're still making, to my knowledge, I think around $10 million a year in royalties from Dr. Seuss books around the world. I think that they know what their bread and butter is. They know what their green eggs and ham are over there at that fucking family. And they pulled 6 books to save the others. But don't worry, Suess family. They will get the rest of them very, very soon. It's just 6 for now. And
yeah.
I got into it on Twitter. I was just like, Jesus Christ, where are we here? And what's next? And I got some, like, I think it's a trans person, but I don't know, who responded, no, you didn't read the article properly. They didn't ban the books. They voluntarily removed them. Sure the fuck they did. There's no way they would remove 6 books that are bringing in that kind of fucking money. They're clearly trying to save everything else, and they were like, well, they're not gone from libraries yet. No, that's next. Like, that's what happens in the woke parade. Like, you start off with the books, then there'll be the libraries, and then after that, Oreo will release a fucking statement. Mark Ruffalo will play the racist Dr. Seuss in a fucking HBO biopic, and that's how this all works. That's where we're headed with all of this bullshit. We got the fucking drunk Disney movie. Remember that? Colin Farrell was the drunk dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, this is where we're headed, dude. You're a fucking idiot if you think otherwise. All of this shit is going to be gone. We're going to be gone. All of this is going to be gone one day. And my books have about 30 seconds left. So go buy all the St. James series before that is gone. Holy shit. It's going to be like a fucking Honus Wagner baseball card by the end of this shit. Now, you said that he was like something to do with Nazis in the past, maybe, Jessie?
So it's been widely known that he was somewhat of a anti-Semite. Hot Bob, you can look this up, but he would do like political cartoons back in like the 40s that were very controversial. And he, I've heard many podcasts and read articles on him actually back in the day being a political cartoonist in a bad way, right? So that's sort of been widely known. And I've always kind of wondered when it was going to happen. But I'm like, the books themselves that he writes now aren't. Him as a person, though, Bob, you can look this up. But so it would be like Dr. Seuss political cartoons, Dr. Seuss political views, controversial political views back in the day. But mostly like, why It was bound to happen. And
I disagree. It was not bound to happen. These
No?
are children's books. This guy is fucking dead. Seuss is dead, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He's no longer with us anymore.
Right.
I wasn't around for whatever the fuck it is. Unless he's in a goddamn Nazi parade with the fucking hand up and all that shit, Heil Hitler style. I don't know what the fuck he did, and I'm not going to speculate on it.
He was seemingly. It wasn't Jews because I think he is Jewish, unless he
Right.
was really,
Wasn't Jews.
unless it was really self-loathing.
Yeah, like a Browns fan, like an
yeah.
Eagles fan.
It was. He was fairly. He seemed to draw stuff that was pro-Japanese internment.
yeah.
That was it, and I think everything that's getting pulled was for Asian stereotypes. I mean,
Okay.
But okay, so the pro-Japanese encampment thing, man, I'm trying to think what happened in this country that he would have been pissed off about it. Fuck, I can't remember anything. Pearl Harbor. Sorry about that. Yeah, I understand it. It's part of the times and what's all going on, right? I'm sure we'll be friends with Muslims in the future and all that other shit. But, dude, during 9/11, I wasn't that fucking amped about it, right? Things change, times change, people change, and all that other shit. And I know you could say, hey, man, well, the books change as well. They're children's books, for Christ's sakes. Those are gone. Huckleberry Finn's, all that shit is fucking gone. Statues are gone. All of it, dude, is gone. Until there isn't a gender or a fucking race left on this planet, this is where we're headed. I'm not here to tell you it's getting any better. I'm here to laugh about it. Probably because it's the end of my existence too, but whatever, man. You know, you riv, you raff, and you ruv, and I think Dr. Seuss said that best.
Absolutely.
So
Look, I don't agree with it. I'm just saying I've heard rumblings for a while, but it was always like, all right, maybe he's dead. Maybe we're not, maybe we deplatformed there or we got rid of his political cartoons and we're okay with the kids stuff. I don't care.
yeah, and look, man, the beauty of the dead is they don't have a chance to respond.
Right.
I don't know if Elvis was stuck on the toilet trying to take a shit. I don't know what that was, right? You and I watched that last 24, and they were like, well, actually, he was on the toilets, super constipated from the opioids he took, and he was unable to fucking process a Duke. And it's like, I wasn't in the bathroom with him, man. I'm not going to speak for what his whole shit was. He could have done a fucking sweet key bump and was like, oh, shit, locked up on the toilet, maybe lost some circulation in his fucking legs. His calves might have given out.
Yeah, I did hear that. Like his legs fell asleep, and then when he tried to get up, he fucking hit his head on the
thing and then fell back down on the toilet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So I'm not here to speculate on all this shit, but yeah, dude, we'll be gone in like an hour. Go to Patreon, Drinking Bros Podcast on Patreon. We're gonna put all the crazy shit there. Look, we're still doing the show on here all the time until they take it off. I know I was listening to Tim Dillon out of your request yesterday about all the things. We're big fans of his, and he was saying, dude, I think he was about 10 seconds in, and he was talking about the YouTube getting pulled from YouTube and all this other shit, and I was like,
he was 10 minutes in talking about how we can't really get on board with Dylan Farrow being molested because she's not that good looking.
Yeah, yep. Which we've said that numerous times on this show.
He just sealed the deal. But yeah.
Well, you've said it as well, where you're like, dude, I feel slighted because I wasn't Me Too. Like, why weren't you attractive enough that Harvey Weinstein didn't ask for a massage?
I was Me Too, not by Harvey Weinstein.
Right.
I was Me Too'd plenty of times, and I learned from it, and I don't go down that road.
Right.
I don't go up into the hotel.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You stay in the car.
Stay
in the car. Yeah.
I stay in the car, or I go, can we meet in a fucking office or a coffee shop? I mean, please.
No.
But I learned my lesson as a young gal.
Yep.
And I work with a bunch of dudes, so I have to be okay with fucking sex jokes and dumb shit. And that's just where I come from. It's not a great place to come from, but feminism is over anyways, because there's no such thing as gender, and women's sports are going to be done. And the percentage of women that need to be on a board or replaced with trans people. So it's like, we're done. So now I can go back to the way I thought, which was just like, dude, just take care of your shit, because they're not fucking looking out for us anymore. You know what I mean? Like, our movement is over. We've now moved on to another one. Right. There's now a new group that we need to like lift up and make sure And it's fine. We were real close. Gosh, we were close.
We were super
but it's
close.
over now.
Yeah, it's over now.
It's over now.
And
so you can't call someone a woman. You can't assume they're a woman. So that just, it's nice to know that actually some of the people in the feminist movement are not okay with it in some ways.
Right.
But, what are we going to do? We have no power.
Yeah, you don't. And you should have no voting power either. And when you talk about Me Too and the sexual jokes and innuendo that goes on in the office, it just makes me want to bone you even more right now.
Why?
I'm sorry. No, I just wanted to get that statement out on air. So that way people can hear it and then play that later of like, he said he wanted a boner on. Yeah, I said it on air. It's for everyone to hear. So, you don't have to go through HR. I just said it live on air. I want to bone you. Which, and
if Cuomo ever asked me if I'd ever been with an older man, I'd be like, no, but I'm into it, daddy. Do you know what I mean? Like, see ya. Yeah. See you tomorrow at the office. Like, just fucking brush it off, right?
Brush it off. That's what I said yesterday. I pulled up the clip of Homeboy yesterday. They had the video, and they were like, he was asking her to eat the whole sausage. Could she eat the whole sausage at this dinner thing? And I watched the video.
Oh.
It was harmless. I can't.
Not funny.
Well, you had to have been there. He was joking with her.
Sure.
She was fucking hot and into it. And it was like, oh.
Right.
Now, the only thing that was creepy was his daughter was next to him. And obviously she probably caught that joke and was like, hey, Dad, you can't tell the super hot girl next to you who's 24 to deep throat the whole sausage when you're probably going to be porking her later. Save that for dessert when I'm out of here with my friends doing shots at the bar on your credit card. Save that. But, it is what it is. And I'm going to look at both of these things of all of this cancel culture bullshit and be like, hey, man, I didn't think there was any fucking harm in that. Was it weird and kind of whatever, man? But yeah, he was joking around. And you've got to know the context of it and all of these things to start separating this bullshit. Like Dr. Seuss is fucking dead, dude. He's not coming back to life. He's not going to say anything. The one that I was really proud of yesterday that you hit me up about was Brian Callen. Again, because I do so many fucking shows all day, I don't get a chance to listen to my favorites and my friends that often. It's usually you who calls me and says, hey, there's this one episode you got to listen to. You'll love it. But it's both of my friends have started a podcast, Steve Byrne and Brian Callen. Now, they named the show Fat and Hungry, or Big and Hungry. Big and Hungry. It's a terrible name. And I've told Steve that. I said that is an awful name for a podcast. I don't know if you guys just hate money or what you're doing with it or whatever.
Not sure.
It is so good. Just come up with a fucking sweet name for this because it is a really great show. You said listen to the one last night where they were live in, I think, Nashville.
No, so it was Tim Dillon in Cleveland, and then Brian Callen actually went on Theo Vaughn.
Oh, shit.
And,
so I caught Brian Callen on Steve Byrne live in Nashville.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're doing Zanies. Yep.
Did not give a fuck. Back to the old Brian Callen, and I was really happy to see it. That's the way you handle that situation. You did nothing wrong. Come out, make a statement, sue the fuck out of them, and then go back to being you. It felt like he was back to his old self, and I love it. Like, that's the way to climb out of this shit, is to confront it head on, say, hey, man, this isn't fucking true, or I did this or this or this. Fuck you. I'm going to go and do everything that I used to do, and, if it's real, shit, it'll come out, when I said, hey, I wish I was boning you harder when you made that statement, I want that out there, Jabes,
Right.
I don't want that in the press. It could be misconstrued as something else.
Sure.
I mean it to say that I want to have sex with you in the office, in the workplace.
Thanks. And I think that's sweet. You know what I mean? It's like, here's the thing I say about that shit too, is like, girl, when no one's saying that shit to you, you're going to be pissed.
Yep.
Like, when you, especially white lady, they're fair skin. When they're older and nobody in the workplace is hitting on them and they're invisible, they're going to harken back to the days when everyone was fucking hitting on them. And yes, it sucks. I hate to have your job be contingent on going along with this shit. But I'm saying it goes away, friend. Believe me, it goes away.
Yeah, at least I'm hitting on my wife.
Looking at you.
At least I'm hitting my wife. So
yes.
It's not Giorgio, who has feminine features. He's a thin guy, kind of dainty. That would be That'd be a little weird if I just said, hey, let me put it in one night. Because I think he'd be down with it if we did it on his OnlyFans. He'd probably get an extra 180 that night if we did it.
Yeah.
And, it'd bring a few people over. Uh-oh. Yeah, the Timex has an alarm on it. God damn
What'd you set that alarm for?
For noon?
Okay.
Yeah, it's noon central, baby. The Nooners. Holy shit, that Timex is going off, son. I can't believe it worked, by the way. A $36 watch.
Do you know how to turn it off? Oh, okay.
There's only 4 buttons, Jesse.
Perfect.
Which is all I need in this world. I need a flip phone. I need 4 buttons on a watch.
Damn it, we should have gotten you the jitterbug instead of the fucking flip phone.
What's the jitterbug?
The jitterbug, the old people's phone. Jitterbug. And it only has 4 buttons, and it's home, emergency, and then you can like program one other number.
Just you wait. We're getting that installed in the fucking house. So that way it's like, hey man, jitterbug it up. Hey, I tried to call your cell phone. I'm not answering that. Call the jitterbug. Call the jitterbug. It's right there. It's next to me.
Jitterbug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
you should
fan
have the jitterbug.
of the jitterbug.
Speaking of old people, can we just put the nail in the coffin as far as our cancellation? Is that okay?
Yes. What you think? I'm going to stop you at this point?
I saw this piece this morning on the Today Show. They did it like 2 times, and it's called Senior Spring Break. So it's this new phenomenon because all the seniors have gotten their COVID shots. So now they're going to do spring break like in Florida and finally go places because they've gotten the vaccine. And they did this whole piece on it. And these like old people are like, we're so happy to be able to get out now. We're retired and we travel and we weren't able to travel. So we have been doing all of this, losing businesses, not seeing family, kids not going to school. My kid's probably going to fail. He keeps getting, marked absent. But these old people were retired and were sitting in their home, and now they're able to travel. It would have been so cool for them to protect themselves so that we could all continue to work and make money and not lose our chance at actually getting to retirement and having money at that point. That would have been real fucking cool. Because if you look at the numbers of deaths, like if you just go through the ages, 50 to 64, 100,000. 65 to 74, 145,000. 75 to 84, 185. 85 and older, 200,000 people. 18 to 29, 3,000.
Yep. And they probably died from something else besides COVID. It was probably gunshots.
Oh, dude, well, just deaths from other things was 67.
Yeah.
Deaths from any other thing was 67. COVID deaths at that age range, if you add them both from like 18 to 39, is 10,000. 10,000.
Yeah.
So it just really fucking pissed me off. I don't know why, but when they were making it this like fun little thing that now it's spring break, old people are going to be able to go to spring break. You guys still can't.
Yep.
You're going to miss that. You're not going to go to college. You're not going to have a spring break. You're not going to, if you're playing football, you're done. You're done. All of this. Your business is closed. You're done. You're probably never going to get to the point of retiring and being able to travel in this way. So you're done. But we saved all these people that could have just fucking stayed home because they're retired, stayed home or protected themselves, right? And been like, you guys stay home, protect yourselves. We have to go to work. We have to protect our family and what we're trying to build, right?
Yeah, I mean, look,
That's all. They made it so fucking happy and jovial on the Today Show, and these old people holding hands in Florida. They're all flocking to fucking all these places that college kids should be going, high school, whatever. It's now their turn. Good for them.
Yeah, all the right people are getting the shots. O.J. Simpson just got vaccinated, and then R. Kelly got vaccinated, and that was the one with 2 shots. So with R. Kelly, they wanted to go back and say, hey, man, I know you're going to get the first COVID one, but we got to bring you back in 3 weeks, and you're still in jail, and we're going to give you that other COVID shot because, God forbid, he dies before the trial. So all of the vaccinations are going to the right people first, and I'm amped about it. If OJ died, I don't know what I would do with my life. I don't know what's going to happen with his show if he dies. It'll probably be a week-long tribute to OJ. And then I guess we're going to have to start a GoFundMe to look for the real killers because he's going to be gone now and he's not going to be able to do it. But it's all the right people, Japes, that are getting the shot, and they deserve it. It's Florida anyways.
They deserve to finally get out and travel because that's the only thing they've been missing. Okay?
Yeah.
Not work, not their kids not going to school, not losing their fucking business. They're retired, bro.
Yeah.
65 and older. Like,
Jesse, it's all over. It's all over, okay? Just accept it. There's fucking spring breaking, dude. They're 65. They're spring breaking.
Senior spring break. Shut up.
Do you know how hard it is to get tennis balls at the bottom of a walker through sand all the way to the ocean? It's hard. They fucking deserve it. They're spring breaking. Get them some Jaeger. Get some fucking shots flowing through those old bodies, and let's party, dude. Let's fuck a senior. Let's fuck a senior this trip. That could be the shirt. Hey, let's all fuck a senior. And then it's just senior citizens. You know, senior citizens. Yeah.
We've been saying it from the beginning.
You could put Kevin Spacey's face on it.
This is killing old people. Cuomo makes it a little bit worse, but that's the age, man. Like, retired age. Retired.
Yeah.
You're retired. You're not working anymore. If you want to make sure that money comes, you better make sure that we're able to fucking work. That's all.
That's all you're saying, James. And I understand it. I hear all of it. And I agree with it. I love it. And I'm here for it. We got some sponsors, Jesse, who put this show on the air for a little while longer. You know?
This is all you, buddy. I don't have it.
Pretty soon.
This is all you, bud.
We will be out of our element here altogether with the show. And that'll be it. No more anything. You know what I'm saying? Go to Patreon and I'll really fucking light shit on fire. Because I am hot today. So that's fire away. First up, ghostbed.com/drinking bros. So a real live drinking bro volunteered to do it's called restoration when they're trying to get all the water and drywall out of your house and all that other shit. There is no services left in Texas whatsoever. Even the insurance company, mine is USAA for property and car. I've had them for years and years and years. I've never heard them say, hey, man, we're out of people. We don't know how to help you. We'll just pay for whoever, can do this, right? I said that on Drinking Bros. Mike Boscovich came down from Michigan. Great dude and was like, hey, man, I can do this job in 3 days, get in and out. I'll take some time off. And I go, look, man, I'll pay you your day rate, everything, because we do that here. I'm not asking for fucking bro rates or any of that bullshit. This is your life and your job, and I'm paying you to do it. And I'm greatly, greatly fucking appreciative of it, right? That being said, when he came in, he goes, holy shit, dude, your house is all of your sponsors. This is real. Like, this is your real life. And I go, yeah. So this morning, when we got up, because I volunteered to sleep at this fucking shit motel down the street. Again, I'm super grateful to him, and I'm like, hey man, I will take it. You can have the ghost bed. And he goes, is that a fucking ghost bed for real? He slept on it last night, and he woke up this morning. And he goes, I'm gonna be honest, probably one of the best night's sleep I've ever had. And he goes, you weren't lying on the show. And I go, I wasn't. Can I make you any Black Rifle coffee or liquid IV? And there was liquid IV all over the goddamn place too. And he was just like, holy shit, this is all real. And I'm like, yes, this is all real. So if you have any questions out there of how great a ghost bed is, hit up Mike Boscovich and just say, hey man, you slept in Ross's house on the ghost bed. How great is it? He'll give you that answer, and I'll let him do the talking after that. I've already said how great the goddamn thing is. I love it. If I could wear the adjustable base out in public, I think it's great. It would be very Christ-like, kind of just me dragging it down the street. Behind me, very Jim Caviezel. We could get some makeup artists and cover me in blood as I carry that thing around my neck down the street. And that'll be my cross to bear in this life, is the adjustable base, because it's heavy. But it's great. It's a great feature. And right now they're offering that in a 40% bundle package with the mattress and the sheets and the pillows and all of those things. Otherwise, everything else is 30% off when you use the promo code Drinking Bros at checkout. And as always, they get a 36-month pay-as-you-go program, no interest there at ghostbed.com/Drinking Bros. So bundle all that shit together, and that deal's still good, and you can get in and out of there with like $35 a month. Next up, Jabes, is the liquid IV that I was telling you about. No, I taught you a lesson. Liquid IV is the best there is. You're hydrating as quick as possible. I'm drinking it right now. I am downing it right now. Took a 5 a.m., got up at 5 a.m. yesterday for that flight. Met Boscovich at the airport, and we worked till 2:30 a.m. last night, gunning fucking liquid IV today because Daddy's got to get hydrated for the next night shift here tonight. For the excavation of it. 25% off everything you order at liquidiv.com. Promo code Nooners. We're doing that. We're trying to switch over all the promo codes for you guys to Nooners, and I think we're there. All you do is, look, you see the boxes. You pull out a little paper packet, rip it open, and then pop it in like 16 ounces of water. Double hydrates your system real fast. It's the best in the biz, a ton of flavors. On average, you get about 2 to 3 times like the hydration, which is great. One serving, good to go. They also got the strawberry back, so grab your strawberry liquid IV or their other great flavors in bulk nationwide at Costco, or just go online to liquidiv.com and you get 25% off at liquidiv.com when you use the code Nooners at checkout. It's 25% off everything when you use the promo code Nooners at liquidiv.com. Get better hydration today at liquidiv.com. Promo code Nooners. He had the liquid IV. He slept on the ghost bed. He got to see all of the things that we have there. The First Leaf wine, all of it was there. And he was like, holy shit, you guys really do live this life. And I was like, yeah, man. Like, these products have been here for years at this point. Or I've talked about them for years. Like, yeah, I fucking live it. Shit, when I showed up, the fucking HelloFresh was there. Dead serious.
I know.
He was like, hey, man, your
like,
HelloFresh is here. And I was like,
yeah.
See?
Beautiful.
Eating fucking burgers all goddamn day. The Gouda burgers.
And it was freezing out, so it kept it fresh. And then
it comes in a box anyway, so
yeah.
It's great. And they've got a nice pack.
Yeah.
They're not on the schedule today, but I don't give a shit. Fuck, man. I love them. I love those fucking meals, and I'm going to eat all of them since you're not here. I don't know when I'm seeing you next.
I know.
It's very Armageddon, end of Armageddon, where we can touch hands and try to figure out life after that.
Yep.
But, yeah, man, I look, going through all of the things that we do here in this life, in this show, I wanted to stay on the air. I know I said at the top of the show, I sound like a doomsdayer, like a little prepper. But prep up for Patreon. There's going to be another solo show of me going fucking uncirced there this week. But I think, more and more it is going to be shifting there. And we love you guys. So much so, in fact, I'm going to give another shout out to Reuben Schneider today on the show. Because we were gone for our birthday, Jesse.
Yes.
We got our birthday gift sent to the office, but we were gone.
Okay.
First and foremost, this was for you. I'm going to hold it up to camera. See if you get off the phone.
What is this? I can't see it.
You can't see it. What's Jablin Jables?
Oh my gosh. Who is that?
It looks like the guy from kind of like the killer in Die Hard. But it could be Jack Black.
Yeah, that's Jack Black.
I could be Jack Black.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because
Jack
he's
Black.
the Jables. He's the Jables.
Yeah, I didn't know the
Blonsky.
Jables thing, but it's awesome, right?
That's amazing.
So I got you that for your birthday. And then for me personally here, because he got you another gift, which I'll save.
Okay.
But it was wrapped up like a baseball card. And I was like, man, if it's a signed Ricky Henderson, I'm going to fucking lose all of the shit inside of my body. I'm going to evac live on the show. I'm undiapered. I was unprepared for this.
Right.
It's even better. It is an autographed Ricky Henderson postcard. And this
is that even?
By stealing 3 bases against Kansas City Royals, Ricky Henderson extended his all-time single-season stolen base record to 130. It's got a Jackie Robinson stamp, and this is from 1982 here. I can't even guess at what this is worth, but I am beyond amped about it. And inside, I'm afraid to open it because it's so old. It's so old and nice, and it's almost 40 years old. Let's see. I'll open it very gingerly here on air. This item has been fully examined by the J. So this is authentic. This is real. This is a
holy shit.
Yeah, dude. I can't
That's even better.
venture at what this would be worth. But to me, it's priceless because I would never sell this. I'm a gigantic Ricky Henderson fan, and this is like fucking rad, man. I mean, I'll hold it up to camera. And that's super rare.
That is awesome.
And the fact that there was a Jackie Robinson stamp on it is even better. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Thank you.
Yes. Last but not least, hang on. Now, this one I don't know. I think I know, but Hot Bob's going to have to get on here. This one was to you, Jessie.
Okay.
And, oh, fuck. I know what this is.
Now that it's for her,
Wow.
I know. Now I understand this fully.
Wow.
Okay.
So I opened this up, and this was a Mark Jackson card, who is the old point guard for the New York Knicks. I know who this is. I know who Mark Jackson is. He's an NBA analyst right now. He does most of the games on TNT, and I was like, why would they send Jessie this is Mark Jackson in his 4th year. Why would they send Jessie this card?
Well, they would send Jessie this card of Mark Jackson's 1990-1991 year, in which he's making a bounce pass to a unidentified New York Knicks player, because it's the most valuable NBA card from that year. Now, he was not the best player in the league that year, so the reason it is the most valuable card from the 90-91 season is because there's something interesting going on in the background of this card.
Yes.
There are 2 brothers sitting courtside.
Menendez.
The Menendez brothers are sitting courtside in the background of this photo.
Can you see it, Giorgio?
Oh my gosh.
Cut to this single here, fake Dan? Can you see it?
This is amazing.
All right.
This is amazing.
Giorgio will pop in and hold it up.
Wow.
Is it
Wow.
autofocus? It might autofocus. There they are, the Menendez brothers.
Oh,
When they had hair, too.
Mama, there goes that man.
Yeah.
There.
When they had hair.
there's those 2 little spoiled pieces of shit. I love it.
Now, here's why I love these gifts. They're unbelievably clever.
Oh my God.
Where,
Thoughtful.
yeah.
One more thing. Sorry, one more thing. Yeah, 2 more things. One, so this picture was, I believe, taken after they murdered their parents, but before they were arrested.
No way.
So this is
Yes.
this is when they were spending their money.
Yes, like little fucking idiots.
Yeah.
They dropped $700,000 between when the murders in '89 and their arrest in 1990. So this is when they were balling out on their parents' inheritance.
Oh.
And they got those courtside tickets on their fucking
Who
parents'
fucking
credit card.
sent that?
Yeah.
Reuben Schneider.
Rube, I will never tell you to calm down again. That is amazing. You did it. You did it.
What's that card worth?
So it typically goes for about $10. However, it can be worth up between 10 and 100 times more than that, depending on its just the market and I guess what condition it's in and that kind of stuff.
8.5 is what it says here on the card.
So mint condition versions go for 10 or even 100 times that price.
Oh shit!
And if eBay ever stops you from being able to sell it because you're not allowed to sell stuff related to murderers or serial killers,
really,
price might jack up a little more. Yeah.
God damn. Well, we're not selling it, obviously.
Right.
No. That's
took
my
me
prized
a minute,
possession.
and I'm a sports guy. It took me a minute, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I bet you there's somebody in the background. It's at a New York Knicks game. The Menendez brothers, after they murdered dude, but before they went to jail. You rarely
Good
catch
call,
somebody in that
Bob.
moment.
Good call.
Fuck, man. I wonder if this is a callback to when I took a photo of my buddy with Aaron Hernandez after the murders.
Yeah.
So it was 2 weeks after he murdered those people. I took the photo of one of my best friends from college at the bar at Ohio State with Aaron Hernandez. And man, that is super clever, Reuben Schneider. I don't do a drinking bro of the week on this show, but you're revolutionary figure of the day today. We'll bring that back for one more show. That's amazing.
Gracias, Reuben.
Very, very well done there. My
Gracias
God.
for my gift.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Happy birthday to us.
Feliz cumpleaños. Do you know where I learned that?
Where's that?
Babbel.
Did
We
you
have
really?
one more sponsor, just one more.
Oh, do we really?
Babbel.
It is
We
not
do.
on. It is not on my calendar today.
No.
No, it's not. So,
Press the +1. Anyways, Babbel. Babbel.
BABBEL.com.
Yes.
Yeah, man. They're back at it, baby. We're learning languages.
Learning languages. Look, this is for the 65-year-olds. They're going to start traveling now. I'm not able to. I can't get the vaccine, and I need to try and make money because my whole life has been, you know what I mean?
Sure.
That kind of thing. But
Sure.
those people, the senior spring break, as it were, they're out of the cage. They're out of the, out of quarantine. They've gotten their vaccine. They're now going to be traveling to different countries. They're going to need to learn a language, right?
Yep.
They should go to Babbel, Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app. It's super easy. You can do it anywhere, your computer, your phone, even your smart TV probably. It's just 15-minute lessons. It's really conversational, so they're able to say, where's the bathroom, right? They're going to be saying that a lot, right? Donde está?
El Baño. Yeah.
Right? They're probably going to be reading.
Oh, yeah.
Donde está?
Yeah.
Biblioteca. They're probably going to want to be riding some bicycles. Donde está? Quanta cuesta?
You bet.
The bicicleta, right?
Yes. Babbel lessons were created by over 100 language experts. Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Their speech recognition technology helps you improve the pronunciation and accent. Start your language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, when you purchase a 3-month of Babbel subscription, you'll get an additional 3 months free. That's 6 months for the price of free. Just go to Babbel.com. Use the promo code Nooners.
Nooners.
That's Babbel.com. Code Nooners.
Nooners.
For an extra 3 months. Babbel. A language for life.
For life.
Who's not
Have
having a
fun,
happy birthday?
seniors.
Yeah, have fun.
what?
Have fun.
Have fun.
California's not having fun at all.
No.
The gas is up over $4 there. Again, you're welcome, Biden. That's what you voted for.
Do you remember the highest it's gotten out there? I remember over 5.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't remember if it ever got to 6, but I definitely remember an over 5. 5
Yeah.
and some change for sure.
I don't know what the story is, but nothing's gonna love. No one's gonna love being out of work more than Californians, and then paying $4 plus in gas.
It's gonna be great
with those rents and being out of work. I'm sure it's gonna be fine there. So they're good.
Yeah.
Steve Byrne moved, by the way. He moved to Nashville.
Too? Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
That's going to be.
He was in it, He was all in the thing. Like he was just like, dude, I can't be here anymore, and I understand it. And then Callan is looking at property there as well.
So is that going to be the new New York and LA, Austin and Nashville?
For comedy.
Seems to be.
Yeah.
For entertainment
Yep.
in general.
Yeah.
I would say.
I think so. Because everybody else will be canceled out there. So.
Yeah. Tesla's moving here.
What's left? Yeah. What's left out there? That's it.
Yeah.
Most of these agencies are crumbling. All this other shit is crumbling. I don't know how you pass anything through a studio system anymore. So it's like, dude, what else is what? Yes, leave. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Come sign up for one of these and then get canceled. Like that'll be awesome.
Yeah. Start a podcast. It's a really good idea right now.
It is if you want to talk about G-rated shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our fucking YouTube numbers, dude, are hilarious. Like
What?
absolutely hilarious.
What do you mean?
Everybody's saying the same thing of like, I literally have to type in the name of your show to the exact dollar symbol, all the things.
And you have to refresh a couple times.
Yeah.
And you have to search and thing.
Yeah.
no notifications, no telling anything. The nooners are the people that are able to go through all of that shit and actually find us. And that's why you're our people.
You're peeps. But
peeps.
They're like, hey, man, hit the fucking notification bell. I don't know if that does anything. I really don't.
Apparently it doesn't.
Who knows, dude? Like all of it's a trick, you know? I wish it was like hot stove type shit where it was just like, if I put my finger there, I get burnt. And then I know the answer. I don't know the answer anymore. And I'm all done caring about it with all of it. Like, I can tell you to subscribe and do all the things. But who knows anymore, Jesse, who's controlling all of this. The Vimeo thing is wild that you were talking about earlier. Now that I'm thinking about this out loud, I've had numerous meetings with them over the years. Like, they're fucking presidents and all their shit. Vimeo has never figured it out. They have the best video quality on the planet. And in Hollywood, every director, DP, everyone, if you're showcasing your work, you put it on Vimeo. It is the best video, highest quality, all that shit. It is a hard application to use unless it is built in on the back end of something. So you're not just popping on Vimeo to look at fun videos and shit like that. They made an offer for Range 15. That was the last meeting I took with them. And they were like, look, we're having this pay-per-view model and you send everybody over to Vimeo. I was like, great. How do you get there?
Yeah.
Through your computer screen that's on your desktop and everything. And I'm like, bro, I don't. No. Nope.
And it won't load on phones. And it's like the files are way too big. I don't know. But Theo said something funny when Brian told him that they got deplatformed from Vimeo, essentially. He was like, dude, Vimeo should be happy to have anybody on there.
Anyone.
They don't have the kind of fucking anything to deplatform people. You're going to have no one.
No. Vimeo is going to end up selling off because of their digital capabilities and their video.
Yeah.
It is the best, right? But somebody's going to pick that off and then say, all right, we're all done with that. And thanks for playing. We're good to go. So I would expect that to happen within the next year. I'd say I'll give it a full year where Vimeo will get bought up by somebody else, and video is the next frontier. But it's got to be some form of pay-per-view at that point because.
But it was pay-per-view. It was Patreon.
I know. But you're using Vimeo in the background. Like, somebody needs to come up with a pay-per-view, like the OnlyFans. Giorgio, what's the story with that? Video-wise on OnlyFans. When you upload videos, who's hosting that? And I watched that doc, by the way, which we're going to talk about next.
I'm not 100% sure who hosts the videos on OnlyFans. And that's what I was going to get into about Vimeo is like, basically, this is just your storage locker for content.
Yeah.
So if we can find a way, like if compression, file size, network capabilities, storage, if all those things come down in the next 5 to 10 years, we'll be able to do this stuff at home.
Well, they will. And that's the good news, right?
And it's like, that's good news for like the pirate radio of internet video podcasting that's going to eventually come out from this.
Blockchain. All of that.
And that's what we're going to see over the next 10 years. If the harder they try to censor it and push people out and deplatform people, the faster we'll build these ships to be pirate radio on.
Correct. And that's why I don't feel necessarily bad about it, and I'm able to joke about it, where it's like, I know it's coming, and it's very, very close. And I've been hit up by, like 10 companies already of like, hey, try this thing, fucking daddy2legs.org. And it's like, you can put all your videos on daddy2legs.org. And it's like, I don't know what that is yet. I hope daddy2legs.org takes off or whatever the fuck it is. But right now, my dad does have 2 legs, and that seems kind of redundant. So I don't know why I'm telling you that, my father still has his legs. That seems like I'm a fucking elitist. Because I'm sure there's fathers out there who don't have all their legs. And then I'm going to push them away from my platform. Like, no, dude, daddy2legs.org. Just think about the name and then just come up with something else, Little Tiny TV. Genderlesstv.org or whatever, .co. I love a .co. But we'll see where that goes. Vimeo, Jesus Christ. Are we there? Vimeo's now deplatforming people?
Yeah.
Shit. Jesse, Vimeo? That's the last goddamn thing I need in my life.
I fucking forgot about Vimeo. Vimeo was the thing where people would like send me their trailer. You know what I mean? To like look at something. And I would have to go into their Vimeo and get their and it was like always super long and whatever. And I was like, and then what? I never, Looked great. It looked great.
Looks great.
I'll give them that.
I've I forgot about Dre and I forgot about Vimeo. Is who I forgot about in this life. And I feel fine with it. I feel fine if Vimeo goes away and whatever happens. The OnlyFans thing is interesting because, yeah, you don't know who hosts that video. You and I just watched that doc, which is fucking berserk to me. That was it Hulu? What did we watch that on?
Yeah, it's Hulu.
The most unattractive people are making a shit ton of money, and me personally, like, I don't want to see behind the curtain with their grossness and all that shit.
Right.
Like you just want to think of them in a nasty fucking headspace and then kind of move on with your day. For those people to do it, I mean, I guess their OnlyFans went up, but like none of them were attractive, and it was shocking.
Right.
Even the gay dude, like shredded, he had all the things, right?
Yeah.
Good looking face and all that stuff, and it just
something was off.
Yes. Something
was off. There was something so unattractive about him, but physically he was very attractive. It's just like a feeling you get, you know?
Yeah. And
like Tiny, like T.I. and Tiny.
Yeah. And they're on their own shit, having threesomes with all, you know.
Exactly. But what was the first thing you always thought, like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was like, T.I. is super good
they're
looking.
into some weird ass fucking couple rape shit.
Yeah.
Because nobody else, like, super attractive and normal, is probably going to do that shit with you, T.I.
Yep.
So now I get it, right? But before, anytime you have that feeling, that kind of, huh.
Yeah.
Something's weird. I'm not going to say it. I can't say it. But it feels weird, right? Something feels weird about this couple, this person, Army Hammer, whatever it is. Something is off. You have all the things, but something's off.
Yeah.
Right?
What was the name of that doc, by the way? Was it just
Which
called
one?
OnlyFans? Was that what it was?
OnlyFans.
That was all it was called? There was a bigger black girl in there who decided to do the interview with her mom.
Yeah.
And I found that horrifically impossible to believe. And then sure enough, it was her mom.
Was her mom saying, get that money?
No. Do you remember the exact phrase she said?
Selling sexy, streaming online.
That's it. The mom said, I just love her for her business mind.
Business mind,
And I was like, what? It's your fat daughter taking off her fucking clothes on OnlyFans. Like, what's the business, I guess, other than you jamming a camera phone up your pussy? Like, I don't know what the business is. I guess you figured it out that people would pay for that. But after watching this doc and seeing her in real life, like, she was just eating at fucking Chipotle with her mom and then taking off her shit and just taking videos of her pussy. And you're like, yo, people are paying for this?
But listen, so like, did you hear about the mom that her 3 kids got expelled from the Catholic school because she had an OnlyFans?
Well, that mom's got to pay for that Catholic school, and that is a private school. Catholic schools are not public.
Thank you. Yeah. Exactly. So it was a private Catholic school, and they got expelled because 3 of these fucking bitchy moms or whatever found her OnlyFans, subscribed, paid for it, and then snitched on her. And when she was talking about it, she was making $130,000 a month.
Whoa, I did not hear that total.
To which every man should be looking at their husband or looking at their wife going, can we do this? I mean, you're not having sex, you're not whatever. She, you know, we're not sure what she actually does. Apparently it was just doing mom stuff, cleaning, but in lingerie. But we all know that's a slippery slope, which is the whole problem with OnlyFans, or else we'd all be fucking on it, just showing our feet and being like, cool, pay me. But that's a slippery slope, right?
Yep. Because then you got to flex the calf.
You got to flex the calf.
And then
it's
you
like,
got to
let me see the thigh.
Deadlifts. We got to see deadlift. We got to see those glutes and those quads in action.
And then it just
goes to, hey man, let's just have an ass shot. Can I just have a quick shot of that ass? And then it goes to, let me see inside that fucking b-hole for 180.
Well, look, all roads on the internet lead to the inside of somebody's butthole, right?
Yes.
No, if you stay on the internet long enough and go to enough sites, just not even porn sites, it's all going to lead to the inside of a butthole. So I do believe that about OnlyFans as well. And it's the only reason that we're not all on it. Like, anytime I hear that this mom made or whatever, people are making $130,000 a month, I go, okay, calm down. Let me play that tape to the end, right? Let me like see how that really goes. Can't do it, right?
Yeah, and I know when you want to see inside someone's butthole, it's called the road to perdition. That's what they call it in the underground sex game. It was also a very popular Tom Hanks movie with Paul Newman, I believe.
That.
The Road to Perdition. So if you ask for it,
Newman, but yeah, maybe it was.
Whatever, man. Maybe he had the salad dressing on set. Whatever, man. I wasn't there. I wasn't alive when Dr. Seuss was there.
Or the pretzels, maybe. Or the pretzels.
Either way.
Or the bread.
Don't care. But if you're in bed with someone and they say, hey, what do you want to do tonight? And they say, let's take the road to perdition. They want to be inside that butthole. Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of being inside that butthole, Cuomo and the Cuomo sexuals. A third woman appeared today, and she said, I was fucking harassed and sexually whatever, blah, blah, blah. I flipped on CNN last night because we talked a little bit about it on Drinking Bros yesterday to see if the heat had gotten too hot in that kitchen. Right. Did they need to pull out all the electrical wiring? You know, is it time? Was the house going to burn down? And last night was finally the time. Chris Cuomo got on air and started off his show and said, hey, guys, we have to address the elephant in the room or undress it, whatever we're doing with the elephant, grabbing its trunk or whatever we're not doing with the elephant. It's fine. But he goes, I'm aware of what's going on with my brother. I'm aware of the allegations. Yes, we take them seriously. However, I can't report on them because he's my brother. And you guys understand. So we've got some other big news to cover. And let's get to that. And that was it. It was like 45 seconds. And no lie, it ended like that. Let's get to that. Let's do this. Let's do these news.
So he's saying he can't cover it?
Correct. Which is
like
odd.
Conflict of interest or whatever?
Is it? Because he didn't have a conflict of interest the entire fucking summer when CNN ran every single press conference Andrew Cuomo had in the state of New York like he was fucking St. Patrick driving the snakes right out of town, right out of Ireland. Popped him up on screen every fucking night. And the two of them, this is my hero brother. I'm a COVID survivor. That is my hero brother who is saving the state of New York from COVID and Trump and everything else. We are heroes. We are both separate. He's going to run for president in 2024. This is my brother with the nipple rings who said some sexual shit to women. Probably. He can't address it. So you're able to talk about hero. When your brother's a hero, you can address it, right? Or if you want to perceive him as a hero or make him up to be a hero or whatever you want to do with your brother, that's fine. But when shit is you're trying to cover up for grandma murders and, telling girls to stuff a full sausage down their throats, then he can't talk about his brother.
That's where he draws the line.
That's where he draws the line, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't. You guys understand. I can't do that. That's
Can't
my
do
brother. I love him. I love my brother. You know who else said that? Fucking Menendez is on that Mark Jackson card.
Yep.
Where are they now? One of them's bald. Prison.
One of them's bald. They're in prison. The one that was bald, to be fair, has always been bald since like age 14. But and
is that an alopecia sitch or what was
something like that? He was tooped up. He was tooped up since like 18.
No shit. You weren't toops at 18.
Yeah. Tooped.
Yeesh. In
so
California,
he's always been
too.
bald, but they're both married, living their best life. So good for them.
Do you get congies?
I think you get Oh, no. Someone fact check this. I think if you're...
Hot Bob, does the Melendez brothers get congies in there?
Yeah. Is there the stipulations of congies?
Do you get nudes at least?
I mean, look, there's a lot of pictures of them visiting, right? And they get the wedding and stuff like this. I'm not sure there are actual rules on conjugals depending on what you did, crime-wise, what time you're doing, death row, things like that.
Yeah. Hot Bob, look that up. What do we got on congies there?
Yeah, I'm trying to find
For murderers.
specific for murderers. Death row inmates definitely do not.
Sure.
State by state, apparently. It's all state by state. Really.
California.
Oh, okay.
Look up California because there's two in particular that I want to know about.
Yeah.
I want to know about the Menendezes, and I want to know about Peterson.
Prisoners in
Peterson.
federal custody do not get conjugal visits.
Okay.
For prisoners in state custody, it's governed by the law of that particular state. So let me just find murder. It's really muddled.
Find conjugal visit, whatever rules, whatever for California. But yeah. Oh, you want to know about Peter? Why is he with somebody? Peterson?
Yeah, Peterson's married too. Scott Peterson.
Really?
So, yeah, dude. He wifed up too, man. That's what I'm wondering. Like, either you do it to get congies, or you get sweet nudes in the mail, and it's like, hey, that's my wife. That's a package for my wife. I need it.
Right.
And then at that point, yeah, dude, I'd wife up too in prison. Because I think Charles Manson got a wife in prison.
They all do.
Yeah, at least you can get a nice jack sesh out of it.
Tons of women. Tons. I don't know what's going on, but they love it. They are sitting there waiting. You will get tons of fucking letters.
How are you shocked by this?
Yeah.
Every
I
fucking white woman
be.
watches murder docs. Like, dude, yes, they're sending in. They're fans. They want to fucking flash that B for a little attention. Maybe an autograph on a letter. You know, where it's like, hey, just sign your name on this. I can sell it later on eBay. Like, I don't care that you killed your wife and the unborn baby. I want a signature on a postcard. You know?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, except for that they want to live that life, like drive up to God knows where for visits whenever they can, go through all that fucking bullshit. Like, that I don't get, man.
Yeah.
But,
well, look, that's fame, Jesse. And they want a little
That's
stardust on them, you know? They want to go up there, see the person, ask for some specific nudes, because that's important as well.
Yeah.
Specific nudes of like, hey, all right, I need you to do this, this, and this. I only get out of the cell for a half hour a day, so the rest of it's going to be pretty much masturbation for, I don't know, 50, 60 years at that point. Like, what are you living for at that point? So,
so it says inmates who are lifers or sex offenders usually are not allowed conjugals. And there's also only 4 states in the country, apparently, that do allow them at all. And it's California, Connecticut, New York, and Washington.
Okay, but if you're serving life, you don't get a conji, huh?
Typically, that's what it says, but I think it's case by case.
yeesh. Yeah. All right. So that it's a sweet nude route, you know?
Yeah.
So
and just having somebody to fucking call, like, I think that's the main thing. Having one person to call that's always gonna fucking pick up.
Yeah.
You know, having someone visit you, send you shit, put money on the books. That's the real fucking thing. Like, whatever. You know?
Yeah.
I get it for the inmates. Fuck yeah, I get it for them.
Yeah.
The girls, I don't understand. I still can't.
You know, the one that was, who was the guy, the Wu-Tang Clan album? Shkreli.
Shkreli, yeah.
That girl lost her fucking shit, dude, trying to get in there.
Yep.
Trying to
Left her entire family, risked it all.
Yeah,
he was all,
throw out beaches. Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
From prison, he goes, oh, no thanks.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's the magic of it. And that's how you really get into that inner psyche of it, of like, what are we doing here and why? I understand it and I like it. For the inmates, obviously, not the women.
Obviously.
Clearly you're fucking crazy and you've got some other problems going on.
Yeah.
And that's life.
Yeah.
That's life.
That's life.
That is life, Jabes. And stick around today, kids. We got a real life stonks expert coming up here in 44 minutes on the old YouTube. So I'm telling you now, because I'm sure you won't get a notification that we're going live. Ding the bell. Oh, he's on at 3. Yeah. Our time or? Yeah. Oh, did he push? Is he waiting for the closing bell? No way. Are we getting stonks at the closing bell today?
That's what it looks like.
So 3 Eastern, huh?
No, 4 Eastern.
4 Eastern, 3 o'clock here. All right. Hey, guys, we run on an Eastern time zone. We don't throw out Centrals. All right? We don't do that. This isn't a fucking Chicago Cubs game on WGN. We don't throw out Central times, okay? 4 o'clock Eastern, you will be getting a stonks expert on the show. All your stonks questions, You can flip on this channel. We can go through them all. Okay? There's still a lot of people out there with Sears. You should probably sell that. Probably sell all the Sears stock you got. I can't picture a world where
if you have any Mervyn's stock,
get rid of your Mervyn's stock. Get rid of
your
Carrabba's. Well,
Carrabba's, Wet Seal going down.
Carrabba's,
Contempo.
Yeah.
Contempo Casual going down.
Forever 21. Get rid of that stonk. Okay, it's time to get you into some new stonks, and we'll talk about that today. Because I don't know what's gonna be the next big thing. My money is in all this EV shit. We'll go overtime today, Japes, because if Homeboy's gonna come on later, fuck it.
Okay.
I think the electric vehicle thing that's it. Everybody's announced it. Volvo just announced it like an hour ago. They've got a fucking all electric car. The Hummer, everything's gonna be all electric in 3 years. I was looking at cars when I was back in North Carolina. And they were like $8, and I was like, "Why is this so cheap?" And they were like, "We're no reason."
Brand new, 2021.
And Homeboy's trying to get me to buy it too, and I was like, "What?"
No, bro.
And he goes, "Yeah,
I'm not an idiot."
He goes, "The lease is just as much as the if you bought it." And I go, "Yeah, but when I go to trade this in for the electric car in 2 or 3 years, I will get $8 back from you, and you're gonna tell me to go fuck myself that I'm a dummy who bought a gasoline car."
It's weird that you wouldn't just trust the car salesman, though.
All those fucking dirtbags. Every one of them, dude, is a fucking...
Coked out, huh? Was he coked out?
No. It's that bad coffee. And again, I've talked about the fucking shits at a car dealership. They're always awful, and it's always a lie. And the new fun, flirty thing that they're doing is putting pictures on their website of cars that they don't have. They're just putting dream cars up now. So it's like, oh, hey... here's a dream car that you can't get for 24 to 38 days. But come on into the dealership. Let's talk about it. And then I'm going to sell you this other piece of shit that's got stock.
I'd venture to say that's actually not a new thing. It may just be something that we've now noticed because every time you call, they say it's there. You go there, it's not because they got you there, right?
Yep.
The new thing is just like get them on the lot. And I'd venture to say that's not a new thing.
It's
do whatever you have to do, say whatever you have to say to at least get him on this lot. We'll take care of it from there, right?
It's called bait and switch, Jabes. So why there hasn't been a class action lawsuit against all these things, we had to get a vehicle there and just lease it because we're going to be there for 3-4 months. After looking at today's, it might be longer. I don't know. Nothing's left in the downstairs, but... a handful of hopes and dreams. And all 6 banned Dr. Seuss books made it miraculously through the flood. So
thank God.
I have all of those. They're all sealed hermetically, and it's going to be great.
Heil Seuss.
Yeah. And I went to the website first, and it said, all right, cool. I just want to give myself a heads up. I want to get the fuck out of there as fast as possible, obviously. And, went in. Hey, do you have this car? No, man, we just sold it. When? 8 days ago, man. It's just,
Oh, okay.
Now,
okay.
and I go, and I've lost my shit, obviously, because I'm a super calm person who's
real patient.
And I love being tricked. I love being tricked.
You love when people don't do their job.
Yes, I love being tricked so much. It's like it's like an Ashton Kutcher show. It's fun.
Yeah.
So I walk in, and the guy says 8 days ago, and I go, why the fuck would you have this on your website if you sold it 8 days ago? And no lie, the first guy looks at me and he goes, well, it's because the buyer had put some custom rims on there, and we weren't sure if he was going to show up to pay for them. And I was like, did he pay for the rest of the car? And he goes, yes. And I go, well, did you think he would just buy the vehicle and then not pay for the rims? Of like, nah, I don't think I'm coming back for that one. You keep it. The dumbest shit of all time. I looked at this fucking guy, and I said, that's the dumbest shit of all time. And I go, I just wasted my time coming in there. Went to the next dealership. Same thing. Man, we don't have that other one. But that real dirty brown that it's a color no one would ever buy as a vehicle color and or wear in this life. Also, if you saw it in your toilet after taking a huge shit, you probably run straight to your doctor because that is the worst color brown you've ever seen in your life, and you think that your insides are falling out of your body. That's the one I want to sell you, not the dream car that murdered out black one that you loved on there. We don't have that. We haven't had that for 32 days. What we do have is this Dookie Juice brown color that is, it's got a burgundy pleather. It's not a leather and it's not cloth. It's a pleather. So you're going to stick right to that. Like a pair of fucking OBJ gloves on a one-hander in the back corner of the end zone. That you're going to stick to that on a hot summer day and probably lose the fucking all your hair and skin on the back of your thighs when you get out of this fucking car. That's the one I want to sell you today. And I don't know if there's like behind the scenes, we've got some car salesmen in here on the message boards here on YouTube. Is there a fucking bonus or a gift that I don't know about? If you can sell a human the ugliest car ever made and or driven that's on the lot, like do you go in some back room and it's like fucking Asian prostitutes, just saying, hey, we're going to make you come 8 times. We don't care how long it takes. This is your gift today and you guys get this? Like, what is it? Because I can't figure it out. I can't figure it the fuck out. There's got to be some gift at the end of this, though, where you walk back in a back room. It's something we don't know about. So if there's anybody selling cars out there, and there's a couple of them, Jeffy, that are in here, tell me what it is. AJ Gamble. Okay, great. So he's a car salesman. What is it? Do they give you coke? If so, I'm not going to be mad at that at all. Shit, take the cocaine. It's hard to get cocaine these days. Take the cocaine. I understand it. I just don't want to be sold the Dookie Juice color. Yeah. Because then that goes on your, all of it goes on your title. What's the color? What's the make and model of your vehicle, sir? Oh, it's the color is called, hey guys, can you come look at this? I think there's something wrong with me. It's called, hey guys. Yeah. Can you come in here for a second? It's a really long name for a color, but. Yeah. It's just, it's Dookie Juice interior. It's like, oh God, no one in the history of man has said, man, you know that fucking murdered out Tahoe I wanted? Black on black matte, it's a fucking dream car. Okay, I get you don't have that. Now, what I did have my eye on was that Dookie Juice Aztec, that fucking Aztec from Breaking Bad. Yeah, the one that Bryan Cranston used to drive. I want that one, actually. That would be swell. I'd love to have that thing. Oh, the Hey Guys one? Yeah. Hey Guys, come look at this? Yeah, hey guys, come look at this. I think I'm dying. There might be something wrong with me. AJ Gamble says, I do get free drinks and mouth hugs from a coworker. That has to go on. AJ. It has to. It has to go on at these dealerships. I went to 5 in a row in North Carolina. Every time I saw the ugliest car that I've ever seen, or somebody got raped and or murdered in it, and they were like, hey, there's something on the seats. We can't get it up. But if you drive it off the lot now and sign this waiver, we'll give it to you for $14,000 off. And you're like, oh, all right, cool, man. Just tell me who got raped or murdered in it. I'll buy the fucking car. I think I bought a car like that. It was a Suzuki car. Suzuki car. Look at you. Yeah. Look at you, rich girl. Where'd you grow up? The Pacific Palisades? You rich. Yeah, I think it was a rental for years. And there was something in the back. Oh, look at. And they were just like, just go, bye. And I was like, yeah, what is that smell? And never figured out what it was, but gosh, we had some good times in that Suzuki car. Did your Stanford degree fall down off the wall behind you to the back right? Did that fall down, rich girl? Yeah. Okay. If I went to Stanford, I wouldn't be rich. Yeah, your rowing scholarship. Is it got your? Yeah. Do you have your rowing jacket? Did you hear about that, Doc? Yes, and I can't wait. Operation Varsity Blues. Yes. It's coming soon. Free Aunt Becky, bitch. I'm ready for it. I can tell you my answer to it. I don't think they're freeing her. I think they're going to bury her. I don't give. Yeah. I will praise Caesar, not bury her. I will fucking champion her. So I'll watch. Shit, we should do a watch along on Patreon. I'll tell you what a champion she is, and the daughter and all that shit. Congratulations. That's what you become rich for, is to buy out the system. Yeah. I'm all in on that, Doc. And then the last one I want to talk about, because we just left and we watched it on Friday night, was that Billie Eilish doc on Apple TV. Fuck, man. One of the Apple TV, 4,000 streaming networks that we have. Yeah. that was a really, really, really great music document. You know, I'm a music doc guy. I'm not the biggest Billie Eilish fan. However, it was a fantastic doc, and it was really, really well done. Her brother is supremely talented, and I had no idea about the whole shit.
Let's be realsies.
And I was amazed at the footage they had. Like, I always love, and I say this all the time on the show, but it's rare that they do it or somebody has it. Footage of somebody going through their actual moment of making it and then seeing what that world is like, because usually the cameras aren't on and then it's after the fact. I've only seen it 3 or 4 times. You get to see it in this doc, and it's well worth it, whether or not you're a fan or not. I'm not, obviously a fan of their political shit, but whatever, man. I'm able to separate the art from the person and all that other stuff, and it was lights out. That was a really, really great doc.
Yeah, it was.
So good
It
for
was
Billie
really good.
Eilish.
Super interesting. Yeah.
Her parents seem like fucking great people. Her brother seems like a fucking great dude. Like, I hope everything works out for those two in the end, but who knows, man? You make it that young, you worry.
They seem fine though, and I think it's more so because of their family. But yeah.
Yeah. So shit, man. I said the same thing about Justin Bieber, and then he went through all that.
But he didn't really have a family around him, right?
Wasn't his
he was
dad
homeless.
always around
He
him?
had his. No, it was like his mom, wasn't he? He was homeless in a van with his mom or whatever, and then he made it big, and he was trying to take care of. Once they start taking care of their family,
Right. Yeah.
it gets a little dangerous. But look, they have an old school bungalow craftsman in LA with a yard, so they're fucking fine. And I think they've always been fine, right?
Yeah.
Money wise. So
I can't tell, man. It reminded me of like hippies from Ojai, to be honest with you, like Ventura.
yeah, but by the way, hippies from Ojai, do you know what their fucking houses are worth right now?
Well, here's the thing now, right? But when
just saying though.
it appeared as if they bought that house like at birth. So it appeared older, but who knows, man. Either way.
That's the biggest currency for me now. Like, look, if you bought a house in California back in the day, like my parents did for like $60,000, $50,000, it's now worth whatever.
1.8. Yeah.
Because you can get money on that.
Yeah.
That's not a fucking Bitcoin, bro. Like that is a piece of real estate in California, right?
And Homegirl's dream car was a Charger. Like, it was great. I enjoyed the doc. She got the Charger, and it was really, really fucking good. I haven't seen a good movie in a long time. You and I were bitching about the Golden Globes, and Dan and I chatted about it yesterday. That was, I think that Billie Eilish doc was one of the best movies I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Because I tried to watch all the other bullshit that's out, and I just didn't dig it, man. I've watched all the new things. So have you, I think.
Yeah.
How was that murder thing, that fucking hotel doc?
The murder at Cecil Hotel.
Yeah.
Look, they stretched out a story that could have been, one short episode.
They always do.
They always do. But, it was well done. I liked it. The ending was disappointing, but it definitely took you on the journey. The journey of like old school, a little bit Hollywood, where, Skid Row was right next to like a nice place or whatever. Now it's all Skid Row.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But like back then there were actually sections that were like, this is where the homeless tents are. Don't go down there. And then right next to it is a super nice hotel. Right. So it was good. People loved it.
Okay.
You go on the journey, right? You go like, ooh, I don't know. Oh, and then the next episode,
Yeah.
That's sort of how it was.
Yeah, I knew about the hotel, and I knew what was going on there. I didn't know, that they were going to make a doc about it, obviously. And there was another hospital in Los Angeles that was like that called the Vista. That's now torn down. There was like a bunch of fucking crazy murders and all this shit in there. I got to shoot in there, and it was creepy. I don't believe in ghosts and all that bullshit, but the monitor cracked when we were shooting. Everybody ran out. Everybody ran out of the fucking room. So we finished the scene, but it was William Mapother, who's already creepy as shit anyways. He's a friend, and I can say that.
Yeah. He's good at being creepy, yeah.
Yeah. So he was just like, oh, another day at the JOB for me. Like, this is great.
Sure.
It was fun, and I enjoy being in those places, oddly enough. So, like, if we go there and you want to stay there, I'm all in.
Hotel Cecil?
Yeah.
I don't think it's there anymore.
Oh, is it gone now?
I think, or they changed it to something else.
Okay.
Yeah. But shit, if it's there.
Give
I'll
me
go.
the murderousy room you have.
Yeah. Give me the one because, like, you know, if you've seen it, you know that she, whatever, dies in a water tank, and then all the guests were drinking her dead body water for a long time.
Yep.
So I want to stay in that room where, like, the couple from Europe that they talked to that just like backpacked whatever over to that hotel, and then we're drinking dead girl water,
Body
for
water,
their
yeah.
entire trip, and we're like, it was just a weird taste, and it was so dark, and we just didn't know. I don't know why you kept drinking it, but by the way, you had gallons of dead girl water.
Yeah. Body water.
That's what I
in
want.
the
I want
house
that
tonight.
too. Like, I want that whole experience as well. Like, I need a little bit of the dead body water too.
Yeah, and
I
I
want
think
that copper taste.
I think that could become a thing where, you know, you pay a little extra and you can get a little dead body water from your loved ones, you know?
Yeah.
And just put that up and put it in a jar. Save it for a rainy day, you know?
Yeah.
You know, you're having some booze. You're looking for a mixer. Keith Richards snorted his father's ashes. So,
Yeah.
put a little body water from a loved one in there. Take a shot of it on a down day, you know?
Yeah.
Let's say you're betting an under in college basketball and it doesn't come through because everybody starts hitting threes at the end of the game. Boom. I could see fake Dan taking a shot of his own dad's body water, you know? Is your dad alive?
Yeah.
Oh, he is?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, wait till he does. You can't do it alive. That doesn't count. That's just his bathwater then.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
He's a waterman too, so it'd be kind of like an homage.
Is he a waterman? What kind of water?
He's
Is
a waterman.
he Culligan?
Treatment operator.
Oh, treatment operator.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he would know how to treat that water, you know?
Yeah.
Make that,
So that would be like murder. That would be like murder tourism, right? Like we saw on the Dark Tourist or whatever.
Yeah.
I just heard about terrorist tourism. Have you heard of this?
No.
So anytime there's a terrorist attack somewhere,
Sure.
like brutal, there's this guy was talking about doing terrorist tourism where that place, like all the hotels right around there in whatever area it may be, drop, and then it's super safe to go there because everyone's on like heightened alert. So it's like kind of a good little hack, you know?
Yeah. You can see you were a part
Terrorist
of it.
tourism. Yeah.
Take some
With
pics.
like the bomb, the Chicago, where was it? Or Nashville bomb, right?
Yeah.
Boom. Every hotel, even close to there, dropped in price. And then everyone's on high alert. They've got fucking police everywhere.
Very safe. Very
safe.
Yeah, the hotel that I'm staying at down the street, I think it's just called the Sleep Inn, to be honest with you, because
Perfect.
it's near the house, and I'm we're going back and forth with the workers and all that stuff. But when I checked in late last night, the older woman at the counter was just like, she goes, "What are you doing here this late? You know, we don't get visitors out here this late." And I was like, "Oh, well, the pipes burst, and I don't have the first floor, and blah blah blah. People are staying at the house." She's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that." She was
Wait,
like,
the old lady at the Sleep Inn?
"Sleep in, yeah." And so she
She's
goes,
been dead for 80 years.
exactly,
Yeah.
right? And she goes, I'm gonna give you then the coveted first floor room. And I go, "Oh, is that
Probably wouldn't want that.
Is
No.
that coveted? I didn't know if that was a coveted thing to be on the ground floor." And she goes,
Yeah.
"Oh yes." She goes, "The elevators here, you can often wait up to 2 minutes for an elevator." And I was like, And at this point, she was so nice, I didn't want to say anything, so I took the coveted first floor room. Right? Found out this morning around 5 a.m. that wasn't so coveted because there's a parking space right in front of it with the high beams on that shocked the shit out of me out of bed, and I came alive at 5:30.
Yeah, you were not sleeping in.
So
right?
got a crisp 3 hours. Feel spry though, and
Yep.
I'll tell you what, stonks are gonna keep me going. Tune back in at 4:00 Eastern. You dirtbags, we don't do fucking Central here. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't care that we're in Texas. No one else is.
No.
Nobody does Central. Gross. Grow up. What's the mountain time of the show?
Central is the best time zone.
It is not the best time
Easily
zone.
the best time
What's
zone.
What's the mountain time for the show today?
It's an hour back, so it would be 2.
2. Okay,
Yeah.
for 2:00, and then for the people, the residents of California and all of the West Coast,
1:00.
1:00. All right. But to the rest of you fucking normies out there, dude, it's 4:00. We're bringing you stonks. The market will have closed. I'll be able to ask him about all the things. Jesse's Mervyn stocks. We'll get to all of it. You look lovely, dear.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think you're going to leave now. A lot of people in the message boards are saying you have a beach glow to you. And
Oh, thank you.
this is the best you've looked. This is it for me. Boy, 3 hours sleep, the coveted downstairs room, ripping walls open. This is the worst I've looked. I'll have some form of Whataburger tonight. The last thing I'm going to say about the fucking Whataburger shit, and I don't want to hear this anymore. Don't send me any fucking messages or emails about the goddamn Whataburger. It isn't good at all. I've had all of the things on the menu now because it's the only place that's open next to my house from all of this shit. And then somebody was like, after I said on the last show, was like, well, you should have that chicken sandwich. I had the chicken sandwich last night.
Honey chicken
fucking
biscuit.
sucked.
It's a biscuit.
Chicken
Fuck you.
biscuit.
All of it, dude. That wasn't good. They dumped some sauce on there. It was like, go to Popeyes, be a grown-up. Go to Chick-fil-A, be a fucking grown-up. Don't go to a Burger Shack and expect the best chicken sandwich of your life. Christ, you're going to get the shrimp cocktails and appetizer there at Whataburger? I'm not doing it. I'm all done with the Whataburger shit. It's not the best. I don't know what is. I'll still butt fuck a double QP with cheese any day of the week over anything on the Whataburger menu. So do not say that ever again. That chicken sandwich I had last night was bullshit, and I paid the price this morning, you fucks.
You got the wrong thing. It's a breakfast
Nope,
item.
I've had everything. I've had everything on the entire menu now, Dan.
It's a
It's
breakfast
a breakfast
item.
item.
Don't care. No, they've got a new spicy chicken sandwich.
Right, but that's not what you go
Oh,
for.
that's
Don't
not
give a
it.
fuck. I've
That's
had
not
everything on the menu except for eating the straws. Unless I'm eating the straws at Whataburger now, I'm not in. The only thing that I enjoyed from them is they have a little Rambler for sale from Yeti. It's got the cool logo and shit. I enjoy the logo. It makes it feel like I'm in the 50s, you know? Fucking dancing with Dr. Seuss again. Some underground fucking Nazi thing or whatever they're saying that he was into. But that's it. I'm done with all the Whataburger shit. Fries were bullshit. The onion rings. That's the only thing I'll give that goddamn thing. I've had everything on the menu. The onion rings is the only thing that I'm like, yeah, fuck. Go for the onion rings. Stay for the diarrhea. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. the Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Good afternoon, everyone, and I'll see you at 4 o'clock Eastern, because Central doesn't exist.
Good afternoon.